Hello, everybody. How's it going today? How are y'all doing? Thank you for joining us here on the Patriotic Rancher Show. I am your host, Mr. Brutally Honest. New show, new time. I figured this time would work a little bit better. For me anyway, it really would. So I'm just glad. I'm glad we're doing this now. I have no lights on, none. And I hope this picture is clear for you guys, but I do not have one light on in this room. I just have what's going on through the window that's right behind the monitors here. So I think we're doing good. I really do. Folks, I cannot share anything related to the Mr. Brutally Honest page or the Mr. Brutally Honest supporters page. I cannot share anything at all. I can't even do a watch party on it. I don't think I can anyway. Let me see if I can. But it would not. Yeah, I can start a watch party. So let's see if that happens. If it'll let me do that, I doubt it. But Facebook has censored me. Facebook has censored me big time. Yeah. So, guys, if you would go over there and try to do a watch party. Let's see if we can't get a whole bunch of people in here. But for some strange reason, and I noticed it 2 days ago, I can share all sorts of things on my personal page. But when it comes to anything associated with the Mr. Brutally Honest page and the group, I can like. Sometimes I can comment and sometimes I can't. But I cannot share anything off of those pages. Not until it says like the 30th of this month. It says my rights, I have been suspended from sharing to any groups or pages that I manage or belong to. If I think this is not a violation of the community standards, let us know. So I have put in my notice that, yes, this is wrong. And it does not give you a reason why you have been suspended. So, yeah, so guys, I'm going to need your help just to let everybody know because the new show time is on. And I got a whole bunch of crazy crap for you guys today. It's just, this is Freaky Friday, I guess you can call it, because there's a whole lot of things I've seen just today. Some of the most asinine stuff that I've ever seen happened. And so, yeah, we're going to get into all of that. And I got some stuff to pull up. Plus, ladies and gentlemen, we have a premiere tonight. I've been working for the last 3 days on a building an ad. And thanks to Jeremy Hansen, he helped me figure out where I can go get an audio file maker. So I got that done, and I got this ad put together today. It's not the best of quality, but I think it's a damn good one. And so does the person I'm doing it for. So, yeah, we're going to be running that ad. So you guys will be sure to look for that. And we're going to go from there. So, all right, let's say the pledge and get this baby going. Let's light this rocket. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Well, there was all sorts of stuff happening today. I mean, anywhere and everywhere you see, there was all sorts of nonsense. It's like they saved it all to Friday, and everything came out on Friday, which is fine with me because it's going to give us tons to talk about over the weekend. It's going to give us a lot of things to laugh at, in all honesty. And it's going to give us a lot of things just to reemphasize the fact that our representatives are idiots, not only on the federal level, but on the state level and in your township. Everybody's a freaking idiot. I mean, truly they are. Some of the stuff that I've read today makes you wonder if they were dropped on their noggin too many times when they were young. I just don't understand it. All right, so before we get busy here, let's scroll down here and see who here's with us. There's Jeff Fire. How you doing, Jeff? Jimmy Collins. Harry Seabold, how you doing, sir? Easter Dewberry. Robert Rex. Let's see here. Who else? Oh, there's Scott Grimes. How you doing, Scott? Hey, Linda Rhodes. How are you? Whoa, it just jumped on me here. Linda Roger Sexton. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Hey, Jay, how's it going? Miss Faye Rowe, how are you? Kevin Bodine, good to see you. Patricia Rocha, how are you? How are you? Jaden, dump day. That's about right. That's about right. So, yeah, we're going good. We're going good. Things I'm feeling blessed today. I was actually able to achieve some things. Like I said, I built an ad today, and this ad is just a beginning. I got to learn a lot more about this process. And so I figured I'd get it up, and I've been telling this man I was going to do this, so I'm going to do it. And we're going to go from there. And I'm going to try to get it up to where we can make it look really good. Jeff's working on a postal truck while he's listening. Awesome. First and foremost, folks, we got the raffle. The raffle that's going on right now. The raffle's going to the end of the month. Just had somebody get 3 tickets yesterday. Oh, Gene, he got 3 tickets yesterday. So for the raffle. So yeah, that's awesome. We got the raffle. We got the hat, 2 caps. One's a men's, one's women, and we got the T-shirts. We also have the cross, and Jeremy Henson has a plate that he has offered to put in. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got plenty of stuff for this raffle, and it's ending the day of the 31st. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everything is raffled off that day. Jay, I just seen, let me put this up here. Jay, I just seen, there's a storm tracker over there from Amarillo. He's out there live right now. They have a tornado formed in it. It's over by Vega, Texas, which is about 3.5 hours west of me. So I doubt if that storm will hit me. By the time it gets here, it'll probably blow north. Because from what I'm understanding, let me double check my weather. They're not calling for us to get anything. So I'm going to look on here and see what's what. Let's see, rain. Nope. Oh, we got 10% chance of rain tonight, 20% chance tomorrow. And that's it. It's supposed to be 68 today, 70, 68, 61, 66, 72. Nope, no rain for us. So it don't surprise me none. But that's usually the par for the course, so that's how it goes from there. That's okay, though. That's all right. Hey, Colleen, how you doing? You guys be sure to like and share and invite since I can't. Facebook, like I said, has got me FUBAR'd, and I'm not able to do a damn thing when it comes to the Mr. Brutally Honest page or anything. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it right now on Facebook. on the Patriotic Rancher page, Mr. Brutally Honest, and it looks froze up to me. So I don't know. Maybe I am. Do I look froze up to you guys? What do you guys know? Am I froze up? Y'all tell me, because I do not know. Guys, am I froze up? I gotta see what you guys think. You guys tell me. Oh, sadly, Scott Grimes. Hey, Scott, you take care of that kid. We understand completely. You got a 3-year-old. That 3-year-old needs your attention more than we do. So, what's the no? So, am I froze up? No. Okay, I'm not froze up. Okay, well, it is on my page for some damn reason. I don't know why. But anyway, Scott Grimes, you go take care of your little one and go from there. That's more important. So we thank you for being here the little time you was. So, all right, folks, here we go. Let's start having some fun. Here, I just can't fathom some of the stuff that I'm seeing out there. I really can't. And some of the stuff that I'm seeing is just unreal. Like right now, okay, everybody knows that it just happened just a little bit ago. Mueller turned in his report to the AG. Okay, well, with Mueller turning in his report to the AG, now, oh my goodness gracious, now we're going to jump on the bandwagon and all sorts of good crap is going to come out about the president everybody's associated with. You bunch of dumb son of bitches up there have no clue what good news is. All you know is what bad stuff is that you make up and try to convince everybody that that's what it is. Well, here's the bad part about it. We're not going to know what's in this report today. I'm still waiting on the report that came out about Hillary Clinton. I'm still waiting on the report that came out on Obama and everybody else. Because we know as far as the report from Mueller on the president himself, we know there ain't a damn thing in there, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest about this. You Democrats have wasted so much of the taxpayers' money for the last several years having Mueller do a dog and pony show that I want to know how in the hell we're going to get paid back. The message was from Leslie. Oh, okay. All right, well, look at it. I got to look at this message here real quick, ladies and gentlemen. This message is from Leslie. Oh, okay. Oh, from Leslie. Oh, okay. Okay. Leslie's got a 3-year-old on her hands. That's right, guys, because what you can do is when I get said and done here, I'm going to download it and I'm going to put it on YouTube. And if you guys know of somebody that can't watch it tonight, it will be on YouTube tomorrow. So you didn't miss anything, Anne Marie. Hell, we're just getting started. So, and that reminds me, guys, you guys got to check your notifications. I was actually notified today from about 15 different people that they have not been getting any notifications from me. And what they have come to realize is Facebook has actually taken away the notifications for this show and several other ones. So what they have to do is every time you come on the show, you have to click on your notifications thing so you make sure you get picked, because them sons of bitches at Facebook don't want you to have nothing to do with Mr. Brutally Honest on the Patriotic Rancher Show. So we're going to fix all that because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to start doing some YouTube stuff. I'm going to start doing more YouTube stuff. I'm actually thinking about start doing a lot of YouTube shows, because I have a bad feeling. I do. I have a bad feeling. And this is just my opinion only. But when it comes to Mr. Faraday, how you doing? When it comes to conservatives and free speech, my gut feeling is the closer we get to 2020, they're going to try to do anything and everything they can to silence us. So therefore, that's one reason why I went and did I got a Pinterest account now under Mr. Brutally Honest. I have an Instagram account under Mr. Brutally Honest. I got the Spreaker under the Patriotic Rancher Show. And I got the YouTube under the Patriotic Rancher Show. Excuse me. And I'm going to be looking into some other things. And this weekend, I am going to be dedicating this whole weekend to actually building a website. I'm going to watch a whole bunch of YouTube stuff. No, you didn't miss the show, Anne Marie. Actually, I'm an hour early. I started right at 6 bells. I figured I'd let Jeremy get his show done, and then I jumped on. So, but yeah, I'm going to be building a website, try to get it done by this weekend. I probably won't happen, but I'm going to try. You know, there is so much that I have to learn, and I love a challenge. I really do. I love a challenge. So, all right, let's get back to this Mueller thing. Pelosi and Schumer, Mrs. Shaky and the clown thought they was going to come out and really try to do something here that's going to shake people up. You know, the shake, rattle, and roll aspect. And I think it's kind of comical myself because they came out and said, oh, we're going to do a joint speech together. Okay. All right. Well, here's what they said. In a nutshell, this is it. Said now that Special Counsel Mueller has submitted his report to the Attorney General, it is imperative for Mr. Barr to make the report public and provide the underlying documents and findings to Congress. Attorney General Barr must not give President Trump, his lawyers, or his staff a sneak preview of Special Counsel Mueller's findings or evidence. And the White House must not be allowed to interfere in the decisions about what parts of those findings or evidence are made public. The special counsel's investigation focused on questions that go to the integrity of our democracy itself, whether foreign powers corruptly interfered in our elections and whether unlawful means were used to hinder that investigation. The American people have the right to know the truth. The watchword is transparency. Well, Chucky the Clown Schumer and Nancy the Shakes Pelosi. I can say you two are so full of shit, it's unreal. You two ass clowns are some of the worst. There is no transparency with y'all. And unless you forgot your history lessons, we do not live in a democracy. We live in a republic. There's a difference there. And also, you want to see if there was any unlawful means used. Okay? Yeah, or you don't want any. Or yeah, you said whether any unlawful means were used to investigation. Not by the president, but by y'all, yes. Because during this thing, he came out and found out just how much the Democrats did wrong and been doing wrong. It also brought out to force how much the Democrats have been colluding with Russia and all these other countries. Russia, China, let's see, everybody that's our terrorist organizations, that's our enemies, you guys have had dealings with, not President Trump and none of President Trump's people. And then the way you guys worded things, the way Mueller worded things to these people, yeah, they lied, but they had to. They had to. Because the way he worded them, they used trickery in some of their questions. And in that trickery, the wrong answers were given. Oh, my good gracious, you lied to Congress. You're going to be held in contempt. So you're going to prison. Bullshit. It's all bullshit, but that's just me. So, I get a kick out of them too. I tell you what, they are a joke. They really are. They're a disgrace to this country, is what they are. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They are both a disgrace to this country. And I just cannot understand or fathom why they would be doing something like this. Now, I just don't understand it myself, but that's just me. I just want to try to figure out what in the world is going on and how it's going on, and just try to bring you guys the real deal. So, all right, I got to take a little break here for a second, and I hope you guys enjoy this. I know I did when I put it all together. If you're looking to replace or purchase a new tractor for your home, ranch, or farm, then look at a Branson tractor. Mel Jeff Auto Repair of Wamego, Kansas has what you need. Everything from 19 horsepower to 80 horsepower. They have it all. Mel Jeff Tractor and Auto Repair offers 24/7 service and repair, financing options, and guaranteed affordability. Contact Mel Jeff Tractor and Auto Repair at 620-767-3075 for all your Branson tractor needs. I hope you guys like that. That's one I put together. Yeah, and I want some critiquing on that, please. So you guys critique me on that, because I want to know how I did and what you guys thought of that. So let me know. But that was for Jeff Fire. I told Jeff that since Jeff has helped us out and been with us this whole time, and Jeff's the one who actually bought the rifle for the raffle also. I told him I was going to do some advertising for him. So there is the first of several that we did. So you guys, give me all the feedback you want. Send me some personal messages and tell me what you think, and we'll go from there. So you're more than welcome, Jeff Var. You're more than welcome. Helping us out and being with us. Anyway. So Nancy Pelosi and Chuck the Clown Schumer come out to try to do this thing, and I think it's just a freaking joke, is what I think. I really do. It's a joke. These two have, to me, have no importance or any bearing on what is really happening at all in America. I think they're so unattached from the American people that they don't have any clue at all. They don't. And I could be wrong on this, but I don't think I am. I do not think I am. So, one of the things too that I look at, ladies and gentlemen, is as this process goes on. Oh, crap. Robert, I am so sorry to hear about that. Our thoughts and prayers from the Mr. Brutally Honest family is for you and your loved ones. We are sorry to hear about the passing of your father. Oh man, yeah. Let's Robert, if you have some place that you want your donation sent to, send it to me on the message, and I will put it on here for you. That way, everybody knows where to send donations for you guys, and I'll try to help you out that way. Dang, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so here's something else I want to visit with you good folks about. Talking about Pelosi, how I think she is so out of touch with reality. Okay, she's not the only one. She is not the only one. Have you good folks heard what California is trying to do now? Have you heard what the state of California is trying to do now? Oh my good God, Gertie, this is so asinine. It's kind of like they're trying to cut their own throat, and they're actually going to starve their people when they do this. I think that's what they're wanting to do. They're wanting to starve their people because somebody is not thinking with their noodle. They're not. They are wanting to pass a bill and make it legal that by 2050, all diesel trucks will be eliminated from operating in the state of California by 2050. The bill known as Senate Bill 44, or the Ditching Dirty Diesel Bill, was introduced recently by State Senator Nancy Skinner. A news release from Skinner's office says that the bill would phase out over time the use of polluting diesel-fueled medium and heavy-duty trucks and buses in California and speed up the transition to cleaner vehicle technologies and fuels, including zero-emission vehicles, ZEVs. Skinner says that she believes that diesel emissions are harming the health of California residents, particularly those who live near truck routes. The bill would work by mandating the California Air Resources Board to require a 40% reduction in diesel emissions by 2030 and an 80% reduction in diesel emissions by 2050. The bill would also require CARB to develop a market-based strategy to help medium and heavy-duty trucks to become compliant with state emissions standards, and would set aside funds for the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund to assist in the transition to clean vehicles. Members of the trucking industry say they are unsure of how they could comply with these new emission requirements if the law passes. Jim Buell, general manager of the North Bay Truck Center, told the San Francisco Chronicle that I don't think that technology has come far enough to phase out diesel. So I don't know how it's possible. It would be a big strain on the industry, and it would absolutely affect our business. Every truck I'm looking at in my yard is a diesel. Tom Harry, fleet director of the Vertible Vegetables, agrees that the requirements of bill would be difficult, if not impossible, for many companies to comply with. Businesses would eventually stop without some type of a diesel engine fuel that can be burned. You're talking tractors, forklifts, cranes. I just don't see diesel going away. That fuel is 200 years old, and it's not going to be replaced in 30 years. The bill is still being reviewed in a committee and has not been yet put up for a vote. Now, maybe it's just me, but California has lost its ever-loving freaking mind. I have been around diesel equipment my entire 54 years of living, as most of you have, and you can't say that you haven't. For the simple fact is, because everything that is delivered to your state via rail, via truck, or any other way except for airplanes is diesel. These trains that haul all these cars, those are diesel engines. Your semis are diesel engines. So there goes all your produce carriers, okay? Now, also, you have a lot of things being hauled in and out of your state by regular vehicles, by 1 tons, 1.5 ton, 2-ton trucks, pulling flatbeds. Those are diesel. So all of your commodities that come into your state will be gone. You will have no fuel. You can't get your regular gas for your cars because the vehicle that delivers that gasoline is a diesel-run truck. Okay. So the farming industry takes a dive because there is no equipment out there that they disc, plow, plant, or anything with that runs on anything but diesel. So there goes your farming industry. And as far as ranchers got to have tractors too to feed with and stuff. And there goes that industry. Except for we can feed with horses. So we got that covered. But when it comes to putting up hay and stuff, a lot of that is done with tractors that run on diesel. But we do have some smaller tractors that can do it if we go back to using the buck rake and the beaver slides. So there we go. Robert Bertram, you said biodiesel. Guess what? It's still diesel. You know, they can't have enough batteries in this big equipment to run things. They can't. There's no way possible. They've been trying for years and they have not made it work yet. So this is California's way of trying to bring in the new Green Deal, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out that is what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring in the new Green Deal by outlawing diesel trucks by 2050. Now, see, my truck's a diesel. And I know there's a lot of people in California that drive Dodges, Fords, Chevys that have diesels in them. And they're wanting the heavy trucks. Okay, so what is the stipulation for a medium truck? Is that your 5500 series? Is that your anything bigger than a 1 ton, which is the 3500? Anything bigger than a 1 ton, is that who they're going after? So that means everybody with a 1 ton or less, 1 ton or 3/4 ton that has diesel in it, you're good. You're good. So, okay, cool. We'll try to pick up the slack where they cut everybody else off so people don't starve to death. So you will get your clothes into where you need them. You know, it just doesn't make any sense. So California's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They really are. It boggles my mind where some people come up with this stuff. It really does. You know what? Here's my advice for everybody in the good state of California. Everybody in the entire state, Monday morning, Tuesday morning, and Wednesday morning. And I mean everybody in the state. Don't go to work. Go 3 days with no work at all. Everybody in the state of California take 3 days off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and see what happens. That means no bus drivers, no delivery service of any kind, no coffee at your Starbucks or at your whatever they are, no restaurants, no nothing. Nobody work for 3 days and see what happens. You guys are trying to push this new Green Deal and you're trying to push socialism. Okay. 3 days, no work, no nothing. There's your socialism. There's your new Green Deal. Let's see how it works out for you. You guys think that's a good thing? Nobody spend any money. None. Turn everything off in your house. Don't even get on your damn cell phone. Turn everything off for 3 days. Just go out and play. Go to a park. Walk. Do all sorts of stuff. But everybody in the state of California just don't work for 3 days and see what happens. I'm serious. Serious. Now, Jeff Vire here, Jeff is a mechanic. And Jeff says it's completely impossible to deal with removed diesel from the road gasoline. It's way more polluted than diesel. And yes, the old diesel fuel, what we call red dye fuel, is your off-road fuel. And the red fuel goes for strictly your tractors and stuff like that. That stuff was the best stuff you could ever run in your vehicle. And then, but they've been processing this so much that red fuel's not even red fuel no more. But gasoline is 10 times worse than diesel. I don't know if you guys know that, but Jeff's absolutely correct in that. It is horrible what gas does compared to what diesel does. So It makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder. And I guarantee you what, they are not thinking with their thinking caps on. And it makes you wonder what thought process they're using. Are they thinking out of the right side of the brain or the left side of the brain? So it makes me wonder just how California can hope to achieve anything by doing this. So, yeah, I agree, Jeff. Jeff says it's a complete, stupid, dumbass idea. It's an idea to be able to control people. If they can get control of the food, they will control you and the world. That's exactly right, Jeff. You're absolutely correct. You know, so, well, dang. The video is not with my mouth. Yes, I got a lag going on, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I do. Sorry. So, and there's one from Jeff says, anybody on here realize that when an airplane lands, they dump all their fuel before every one of them? In all honesty, I did not know that, Jeff. That is something brand new to me. I had no clue about that. Yeah. So, okay. So here's another one. Here is another one. Michigan. I'm just loving this stuff. I mean, today I'm finding all this stuff. I'm kind of like, really? So Michigan, with all of your liberal knowledge and everything you think you have up there, Michigan, ladies and gentlemen, are going to go after the hardened criminals. They are. They are. All right, Gene, not a problem. Thank you for being here. I will share it on YouTube so you can watch it there. All right, so Michigan is they're trying to pull a fast one here. Michigan is to create a new database for criminals, ladies and gentlemen, and this way they can go after everybody. They're trying that Michigan is going to create a thought criminal database. That's right, a thought criminal database. If you think it, you will be. What was that movie? Oh my God. What's his name? The guy who was in love with Katie Holmes, Tom Cruise. Remember that movie he was in where even if you thought it in the future, they seen it in the past, and therefore you was arrested. This is what we're looking at. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has announced plans to create a hate crime unit in order to track Michigan residents who disagree with the official government ideology. The term hate crime unit is misleading because the group's purpose will not be solely to prosecute hate crimes, but also to create a database of people who do not submit to the, get this word, global homo ideology. Global homo. Nessel stated that she will surveil anyone listed on the SPLC's hate group tracker, along with anyone else she deems to have committed a thought violation. It is important to understand that these are not convicted criminals or people who the state has reason to believe have committed or planning to commit a crime. The new database is specifically designed to target law-abiding citizens. The SPLC list is simply a list of people whom they disagree with. The government will investigate citizens based not on their actions, but on their political opinions. The SPLC already decides what content can appear on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Now, along with the Michigan government, it will decide who does and does not have First Amendment rights. Michigan Civil Rights Director, whatever the hell that means, Augustine Arbula, that he is making a database documenting hate and bias incidents that don't rise to the level of a crime. In case that was unclear, he said he is making a database to track the legal activity of residents. That means in the eye of Arbulu, Nacelle, or the SPLC falls on you. Your communications, personal associations, and thoughts will all be documented and scrutinized. Who also said he wants to be and address issues before the rise to the level of a crime. So not only are they watching wrong thinkers, I'm sorry, they actually plan on intervening and somehow stamping out dissident. There is no mechanism by which the state can prosecute legal behavior. So it is unclear what actually Arbulu plans on doing to the law-abiding citizens. He ominously warned Michiganders, we are watching and we won't allow hate to divide us. So who will be on the list? The SPLC has over 1,000 listed groups, ranging from pro-white organizations to Christian groups listed because they support the biblical definition of a marriage. The list consists of thousands of people, many of whom have views that are totally mainstream outside the hyper-liberal echo chamber of government and the elite society. In addition to that, the state reserves the right to add anyone it wishes to the list. Criticism of Israel, race, realism, pro-white activism, and many other forms of expression could land you on the list. Any public political expression from a white person that is not explicitly global homo in nature could land him on the list. As of right now, there appear to be no legal challenges to this clear infringement of rights. What if Michigan tried to put together a list of hateful Muslims and Jews? Undoubtedly, it would be challenged and struck down by the courts. However, it is perfectly acceptable to make this list, which is sure to be almost 100% white, if not entirely white. When paired with the increasingly anti-white rhetoric of politicians at the national level, this is extremely concerning. Put me on your fucking list. Sorry about that. Excuse me, the F word, but they can put me on the list all they want. And they can kiss my rosy red ass. Because you know what? Right there, I'm not global homo at all. That's their words. Global, G-L-O-B-O. Let me find it here. G-L-O-B-O-H-O-M-O. Global homo. So anyway, if you think it, they can arrest you. Okay. Well, from some of the stuff I've been thinking, you better come get me, because I tell you what, I will take you guys to court. Because right there, ladies and gentlemen, they've just stripped you of your expression, your freedom. Every freedom. That's what they're trying to do. You some bitches kiss my ass, because it ain't going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen. And trust me, if I ever go back to Michigan, I will go up there and I will find this piece of crap, and I will give them a piece of my mind, say, put me on your damn list, and try to charge me with the crime. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech. You're violating it, not me, because you're trying to take it from me. I have the Bill of Rights and the Constitution of the United States of America that says I have those rights. And who the hell do you think you are? So you people in Michigan, it's time for you to get up your candy asses off the fence. Put your feet down, pull them freaking splinters out, and start taking on your state government. Your state government in Michigan has screwed you to the max, just like they have in California. And you people up there, I lived in Michigan. I know what kind of people you are. You don't care. All you care about is your cars. All you care about, you don't even really have trucks up there. You drive Chevys, but you guys get off the fence. Start standing up for yourself. Quit thinking about fishing. Quit thinking about some Detroit team doing something. I don't watch sports, so I don't know. They got a basketball team, and I think a football team. Oh, and maybe hockey. But you need to start thinking about something like this. That's more important, because the day they come up to you and say, "Oh, you're under arrest." Why? Because you were thinking of how much you don't like the government's doing right now. That's too late, Charlie Brown. So pull your head out of your ass and figure out what's going on. I've been telling you guys for a long time. I've been saying this stuff's coming for a long time. And now look what's happening. Now look what Abulu is going to take your rights away. I don't understand it. I do not understand it at all. What's your guys' thoughts on that? You guys tell me. You guys let me know. Hey, my phone line is open. I want to hear from you guys today. I do. I want to hear what you guys have to say today, because stuff like this should not go untalked about. And if you know anybody that lives in the state of Michigan, period, they need to listen to their opinion. They do. They need to get off their butts and start doing something, because crap like this, you ain't going to have a chance. I want to hear from you guys. The phone is turned on. Yep, phone's turned on. So you guys call me, because I want to hear what y'all say. I do. I want to hear your opinion on this whole thing. Because it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. That's all I got to say. It's going to be damn interesting to hear what you guys think. Trying to do this. All right. So you guys call me, because I want to hear what you think about Michigan. I also want to hear what you think about California. Mr. Finnerty, there he is. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Chris.
How's it going?
Listen, I'm doing all right. Listen, I just got one comment made about something you was talking about a little while back.
Okay.
That is with what you was talking about in 2050 having no more diesel.
Right.
I've been in engineering for quite a long time. I retired from, and I can tell you right now that with your fuel, people buying up all the patents, and the government buying all the patents up, where these cars and trucks could be pollutant free because somebody was hungry for the money.
Mm-hmm.
It's there. It could happen, but the government don't want it to happen. But the patents are out there. All you got to do is get them out of the archives, and you can make a diesel truck run so clean along with a gasoline car that you wouldn't have any problems. You wouldn't have any emission problems.
Right. When I grew up, believe it or not, in Amarillo, I actually know a lot of ranchers back in the day. I'm talking in the 60s, 70s, and early 80s that had Mercedes-Benz diesel cars. And these cars came from Germany, and they ran on diesel, and there was no pollution from them at all. Hell, they'd be running and you wouldn't see nothing coming out of their exhaust. Nothing.
I'll tell you another one. How about running a car with diesel on water?
Yeah.
You convert the the water and the hydrogen gas. And you burn the hydrogen gas.
Yeah, and they have proved that will work in cars and in your really light, like half-ton trucks, but they cannot get it to work in 3/4 ton or 1 ton. But they have got it to work in small vehicles.
Right. Well, I mean, all you got to do is fine-tune it. They got 30 years to do it in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no shit.
That beats the AC7M.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, I just want to put my 2 cents in.
All right.
You go back to your show, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be listening.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. All right. I had somebody else call in, so I'm going to call you right back. Kentucky. Calling you, Kentucky.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the Patriotic Ranchers show. Who's this?
Yeah, it's Marita from Kentucky.
Miss Marita, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. So what do you think? What do you think about this, the bill or Michigan?
Michigan has lost their freaking mind. What these states and counties need to do, I just had a brain fart, is have a committee. And when they see these bills, let the bills pass through a committee of just normal people like you and I, and your viewers, to review these bills and either put a big laughing smiley face on it or a big F you on it.
Right.
Give our opinion tactfully.
Yeah, I agree with you. They have lost their ever-loving mind. And, here's what's really bad is the people aren't doing anything about it.
There's people that saying stuff about it, but they're not advertising it.
Yeah, and see, that's just it. People need to.
They're not, posting anything. They're just, the USA Spirit is posting articles, but, people are voicing their opinions. They're calling their congressmen. They're calling their senators. They're emailing, but nothing. They're not getting any recognition for it.
No, of course not.
They're not being listened to.
They live in a very, very liberal state. And this is where everybody, instead of posting things, this is where everybody needs to get together and go down to the Capitol and raise holy hell. This is what needs to happen. They keep saying, well, we need to hear from the people. We want to hear from the people. Well, you would shit your pants if about 20,000 people showed up on the front steps of the Capitol building protesting this thing.
We can't even get people in our community together to go do stuff like that.
I know exactly what you mean.
Look, Kentucky is a red state, okay? But still, there are bills and everything that's being passed through that we don't agree with, but we can't get people together to go to Frankfort, which is only an hour and a half's drive from here.
Right.
From us.
Right.
But I do have a contact, which is Thomas Huff. He is a representative for Shepherdsville, who is up in Frankfort, Kentucky. And he's keeping us informed as to what's going on. And I also forward him, I'll do my research. I'll read the article that I'm reading, like from USA Spirit or this, that, or the other thing, or anything on our Second Amendment rights and First Amendment rights. And I send it to him.
Okay.
And he responds back to me.
Really?
Either he likes it or he actually responds back.
Wow. That's kind of a shock right there just in itself.
Well, he made a promise during his campaign that he would do that. He actually had to turn off his messenger because he was getting so much stuff.
Well, that means people are pissed. People are so tired.
But he keeps up on the Facebook post.
Good.
Even if I share something funny, he'll laugh at it or say something about it or whatever.
Good. I'm glad that he's actually holding up to a campaign promise of visiting with constituents.
Yes, we're thoroughly pleased with him because we got that stupid ass Linda Belcher out.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was a Democrat, and for abortion, she even took money from the abortion. What are they? Planned Parenthood. She even took donations from them.
Right.
Up to the tune of $10,000.
Damn.
One year.
Damn.
And
Damn.
like
Damn.
18,000 the next time that she ran. So, you know, I just since Trump's been elected, or since he was campaigning, is when I became interested in politics because I saw where our country was going.
Right.
And, you know, I've had some injuries and health issues that I can't really get out there and beat the ground right now, but I'm getting to that point where I'm going to be able to.
Right. Right. Good.
So I'm able to travel. I'll be able to travel and do things in our community.
Okay.
So,
all right. Awesome.
Waiting.
You know, and that's what it boils down to is we need to fix our communities first, our counties, our cities, our townships, wherever you live. You need to fix that. Then fix your damn state. And when you fix your state, then you can go after the national stuff. And
yeah, well, we do have Matt Bevin, who is I think he's the governor of Kentucky. He's on the fence. Okay. So we've got to keep him in check and in line. And I'm all the time sending Mr. Huff stuff.
Right.
Well, you need to get Matt Bevin, you know, to stop this and do that.
Right.
Do it this way and not this way, and he needs to get that idea out of his head.
Right, right. And, you know, and that's the problem is, you know, I know a lot of people that have been elected to federal office. And when they're in your state legislature, they say this, that, and the other. But when they get to the federal office, it's almost like they forgot who they was or where they come from.
Well, and then the pressure from their coworkers, the other officials, is so demanding of them to get in line and follow what they consider the norm.
Right. Right.
Okay? Instead of them saying, F you, I'm doing it this way. This is what I promised my people. But then they're going to make it so hard on them that either they do not get reelected the next go around. But Kentucky, this last election, they got most of the deadheads out.
You know, and that brings up a very good point, because you know how for years everybody's been saying, oh, we need term limits. We need term limits. Well, you cannot impose term limits on a national scale, but you can impose them on a statewide scale. And even on your city and county commissioners, you need to impose term limits, because once you get term limits imposed on your city and county level, then you can get it imposed on your state level. Well, here's the thing about it. And people don't realize this. People are saying, oh, we need to go to Washington to impose term limits. No, that's not how it happens.
Your communities.
Your term limits are set by your state. That person, your representative in the federal government, is a representative of your state. So therefore, your state has to put forth the term limits. So that's what we need. We need term limits on everybody. And that would stop a lot of this stuff. And there's times I think we need a bunch of new blood in there, as long as they're not Ocasios. You know,
we have gotten a lot of new blood in our county officials and stuff. Like the last, not this mayor, but the last two mayors have, they just didn't balance the budget. They didn't, you know, the sheriff's department almost went belly up here.
Right.
And they've got in a new police chief who is cracking down on drugs.
Yeah.
The drugs, I mean, they're making drug busts around here like crazy.
Right.
And we've got a new mayor, I think it's the same one, and he's gotten all kinds of grants to build this and fix this, and they're building a new fire department
Mm-hmm.
out because we're growing so big. Our small town is growing so big that they got 3 brand new big yellow fire trucks
Right.
just recently. And I mean, it's really growing and it's coming up. They're keeping their promises.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, it's like I got some stuff I want to talk about. What I found out when I went downtown Woodward, Oklahoma, and it's kind of surprising.
I'm going to let you go.
All right.
You can finish talking.
Thank you, ma'am.
Somebody else can call in.
I appreciate you calling. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. One of the things I found out here in Oklahoma, or per se Woodward, Oklahoma, is I actually looked up the city commissioners and I tried to look up the county commissioners. They both have a website run by the city. Now, the city commissioners are very high-ranking, influential people in the community. And I mean high-ranking. And there's 3 or 4 of them. And they're not somebody you just walk up to and talk to either, because there's no way you can. These are people that, let's put it this way. Unless you have 7 or 8 figures in your bank account, they're not going to socialize with you at all. They're on the hospital board. They're on every board you could think of in town. And yeah, I've actually never seen any of them around. Never. I even asked Donna, because one of them actually is on the hospital board. And I asked Donna, I said, have you ever seen this person up the hospital? And I showed her the picture and she goes, no, never have. Okay. So, and here's the funny part. Those people have been our city commissioners, city council commissioners for years. So then I jumped over to the county commissioner's website. And it's, believe it or not, there is not anything on it. Nothing. Except for county jobs that's coming up. You can put in for those. Other than that, there's no pictures of your county commissioners. There's nothing about your county commissioners. There's dates and times for your county commissioners meeting, but that's it. I kind of like, okay, so I tried to do some more digging around and finding out. And I said, I want to look at running for either the city council position or a county commissioner's position. That ain't happening at all. Because to run for county commissioner, you have to have 5 references from people of stature in Woodward, Oklahoma, in Woodward County, to even be nominated to run for county commissioner. Okay. To run for city councilman or city commissioner, yeah, one of them's going to have to die. So those positions will never come open. And the funny part about it is somebody like me, I can't even begin to look at even submitting the paperwork to run because, oh yes, you have to be a lifetime resident of Woodward, Oklahoma, or the county of Woodward, Oklahoma. Really? So yeah, it's yeah, that tells you something about the city and the county level. And I found this out and I'm kind of like, wow. So, you know, yesterday I went to town. Yesterday was sale day and I had to get feed anyway. So I hobbled into town and I went and got some feed and I went by the sale barn. And when I was at the sale barn, I thought, you know what? This will be the perfect opportunity. They're selling, I think they sold like 7,000 head yesterday. So it's a perfect opportunity to talk to people. I wanted to talk to them about what they thought about what was going on in our agriculture industry. And they said, okay. I said, then I brought up politics. Nobody wanted to talk about anything. I said, wait a minute now. I'm talking about agriculture and how the politics and the decision makers who's never been involved in ag a day in their life is making decisions on what happens in our livelihood. They didn't want to touch it. So, okay, so I went back over and I went downtown Woodward, Oklahoma, believe it or not. And there was actually people walking up down the street. So I parked my truck and I wanted to talk to them. And I knew about 8 of these people. I personally knew them. I said, I want to talk to you about what's going on in our country and our state as far as politics. Yeah, they didn't want to talk. They said, we don't care. It doesn't affect us. So we're not going to talk about it. It does not affect us. What happens in the national government does not affect us. And the stuff they decide to do down there in Oklahoma City, there's nothing we can do about it anyway. So why should we say anything? Oh, okay. Well, I put a poll out. I just did this for shits and giggles. I put this poll out and I let it run. And I wanted to see, I put this poll out on different websites, different Facebook pages here in Woodward, Oklahoma, on if any of them has ever watched this show or knows anything about what I'm doing in my own community. Less than 0.30% knew anything about me. Less than 0.30 of an inch. So you're looking at, I think maybe 2 people. When you boil it down, it's 1 or 2 people knew what I was doing. Other than that, nobody else knew nothing. Nobody else knows what I'm doing here. So I got on the web, I got on the internet, and I went all over the state of Oklahoma looking for people that's doing shows like this. Because I want to get together with like-minded people and converse and try to figure out how we can fix things in our communities and our state and the legislation that we got to look at. And, you know, I'm the only one, ladies and gentlemen. I am the only one in the state of Oklahoma doing this. Is that weird? Is that weird that I'm the only one that's doing anything to try to fix the wrong that's happening to us every single day? Is it weird that I am the only one trying to voice my opinion from a state that nobody wants to come to on the higher ups because we just don't matter? And I'm kind of like, this is horrible. This is horrible that people in my own community could not give a damn. Now, this other poll that I created several polls. And one of them asked how many school board meetings, not functions, but meetings, have they went to? I had more replies, actually written replies saying, oh, I go to school functions all the time. I'm not talking about school functions. I'm talking about school board meetings. 0. And I said, well, how many people go to city commission meetings and county commission meetings? 4 people said they go on a regular basis. That's it. So these people can do whatever the hell they want, and nobody has any say at all. Nobody. And it's really a shame because I thought, okay, well, here I'm in this community. I'm doing everything I can to make a change for the better. I'm wanting to start doing all this stuff, and it's a shame. I even went to the newspaper. We have a local newspaper. We really do. And I asked them if they'd be interested in doing an article about me, you know, and what I'm doing. Not to toot my own horn, but I just wanted to get an article in the local newspaper about what I'm doing. I was flat ass told, oh, we don't do stuff like that. We don't cover those kind of stories because that's not stuff that our readers would want to know about. Really? Somebody in your community is trying to make a difference, trying to get people informed about what's really going on. And you don't want to put that in their local newspaper for everybody to read. Okay. Well, your newspaper's on yours anyway. What the heck? I'm not doing it for me. I'm trying to do it so people in this community can wake the hell up. Oh my good God, Gertie. I just don't understand it. Am I that out of it? I do not know. Or is everybody else out of it? Because they don't want to be informed. They don't want to have nothing to do with this kind of stuff. But yet they bitch, moan, and groan all the time. I mean, my God, you should see some of the posts. One lady actually posted the warrants list. They come out every week with who has a warrant on them. Okay. Hey, if you got a warrant, go turn yourself in, right? Oh my God, these people went bananas because somebody posted a list on Wu-Town Review about who's on this list for warrants. I mean, they went ape shit. I can't believe you posted that. He knows he's on there. Yeah, how dare you? It's a civil duty to let everybody know who's wanted for breaking the law. We live in a land that's ruled by law. So therefore, if you see him, arrest him. You can arrest him via citizen's arrest. And I'm kind of, and they talk about shit like that, and I'm just flabbergasted. Hello, Harry.
Hi, Chris.
How's it going?
Hey, you were saying you went around town there and talked to some people. What age group were they?
These were actually 30 and 40-year-olds.
Because I was wondering if just the younger people were, doing podcasts and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, actually, I actually talked to some older people too, and they said they've heard about me, but they've never seen anything I've done. Of course, there's a lot of people here, a lot of your older folks. I'm talking 60s and 70-year-olds that never have a computer. They're just now phones. They've had flip phones this whole time. And
right. There's your problem right there.
Yeah, but we have a lot of youth around here, a lot of young people around here. But let me tell you, I was flat with nobody on this poll. I put it on, just in Woodward, they have 18 or 20 sites related to Woodward, Oklahoma. And only one or two people on there have heard about what I'm doing. That's it. And it was seen, probably, it came up and said it was seen, that poll was seen, one poll was seen 10,000 times, and the other poll was seen like 8,000 times. And the other poll I did was seen 22,000 times. And only two people.
That's crazy, that's crazy.
It is.
I know it's like that around here. You go to school board meetings and stuff like that, and people, as long as stuff's running smooth and people are in the rat race going to work every day and everything, they ignore everything that's going on. They pretty much do.
Well, I actually shared some of my posts that I shared today. I actually shared one about people sending hay up to Nebraska. And also, people around here are looking for work. Well, they want to get paid for one. I said, okay, I understand that. But how about you go donate some time? If you don't have a job right now, how about you donate some time, go to Nebraska and help some of these people clean up? It might actually turn into a job.
Well, I've seen that on some of the back of the hay bills. They're Nebraska bound.
Yeah.
That's really great. Hey, like I was talking to you today, sent you a message about their water wells. You know what I mean? People don't realize these people need water, clothing, food. Mm-hmm. They need all kinds of help, and all the everybody should be on top of this and trying to help these people, because they don't really know what they lost, and it'll be a few weeks before everybody does know. I don't think half the people can even get to their houses.
No, I read a report that one person said an expert actually came out and said it will be actually a couple of months before some of the water has actually receded enough so it's not on as much land.
Well, that ground is so flat out there. I don't know where the water would go. Once it goes out of the creek banks, it just lays in the fields and lays in the fields. And here's springtime. Here in another month, it's going to be supposed to be planting season, right?
Yeah. Well, the problem is a lot of that ground now is so silted over that water has no place to go. And that ground is so waterlogged, it cannot absorb it anymore. So that water is going to sit there. So they're going to need a hell of a lot of wind to come up there and blow that water dry. But yeah, I mean, it's bad. It is bad. That is for sure.
And if you've never been flooded before, you don't realize that all the storage tanks with fuel that were underground.
Oh yeah, that fuel's bad.
The storage plants all leaking. That storage is all laying in the fields now. It's a horrible mess.
Yeah,
it really
it is. And you know, it surprised me. There's even some flooding down there in Missouri, but Missouri even sent hay bales up to Nebraska. And I was kind of like, wow, another state that's having hell is sending hay up to its fellow state. And I was kind of like, cool. So, but here's my thing also. We have so many people here looking for work. I'm kind of like, okay, well, how about you donate your time, go to Nebraska or wherever they need help, clean up, take your time out. Pretty sure somebody will let you sleep in a corner somewhere and start helping. And you might actually get a job out of it from somebody, and therefore you have work, but at the same time, you're doing a good deed by helping out, helping your fellow man out.
Hey, Chris, I asked on the show there, somebody come back to me and said they make fuel. The corn that got wet in the silos and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the silos collapsing, you know what I mean? And the corn's like rolling on, and the lower part of the corn's getting wet. I know they built them up on mounds, you know, somewhat out of the water, but when they collapse like that, can they clean that corn up and make fuel out of it? You were talking about fuel before.
Not really, because a lot of that corn, once it gets wet, it molds super fast.
Right.
So 99% of that corn needs to be destroyed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and that's one reason of such a huge price increase for corn. All commodities that they grow up there, corn, soybean, wheat, barley, malt, all that is the price of that everything that got destroyed and that land that got destroyed is just going to go through the roof. Even beef, even cattle prices are going to go up. But then when the supply has been met, I mean, the demand has been met by the supply, then the market's not going to level off. It's going to bottom out, which always happens.
They said on the stock market today, prices went down because everybody's buying right now. You know what I mean? When they get everything, all the excess that's bought up, then it'll shoot way up. And who knows what'll happen?
Yeah, the Dow actually dropped, 600 points today or something like that?
Yeah, the people back here don't understand that it takes a little while for that to get into the food prices and stuff. It'll be months from now, but months from now, the corn, the feed prices, the animal prices for feeding them and stuff like that. If you can even, I don't know what them big feedlots are even doing. You know what I mean? How do you when your corn all gets wet and your hay's all wet?
Yeah.
How do you feed your animals? You know?
Yeah.
And then the snowstorm, all the calves died. You know, there's calves drowning.
Oh yeah. Well, the loss is so huge, you can't write it off because it's such a huge loss. And I mean, it's horrific. And you just can't you can't write it off on your taxes or anything. And like there in Nebraska, nobody had flood insurance because it never floods, for one. And they're so far from the river that they would have never imagined the water would have ever came up that high. And I mean, these people are in boats going by houses, and all you can see is the roof of the house. And this is a hell of a long ways away from the river. So
they had record snow up above you guys in the top of the country, and when that all melts and comes down, they're not only flooding just in Missouri, it's going to go all the ways down to Mississippi.
Yeah, see, and that's...
I'm 60 years old, and I remember a big flood one other time when it went out of the banks of the Mississippi. there was coffins floating around, and the people got devastated.
Well, and that's where I was saying earlier, you know, that's when I was talking earlier on my other show. When the snow melt starts, there's going to be more flooding coming in. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because everybody had record snowfalls. Everybody had record snowfalls. And it's going to be phenomenal, the floods that's going to happen. And
you were talking about people don't realize the transportation to transport all this stuff. The diesel trucks and stuff, the roads are all tore up. They can't get into the farms and stuff. Probably people can't even get to their farms yet.
Actually,
the railroads, people don't realize how the railroads have washed out.
Well, Gene,
how much work has to be done there.
Gene follows the show, and Gene sent me a message. He replied on that show that he actually, and he has sent me a message too, saying that he bought panels for because the snowpack is so high where he's at. So he had to buy freestanding panels, you know, or panels to build pens and stuff for his cattle and everything. And he said the guy who delivered those panels actually is from Nebraska. And he said Nebraska is 10 times worse than what they're ever saying on the media. He said, this is the worst thing he's ever seen in his life. It was surprising, but yeah, I mean, you're talking about snow melt already. Gene shared a video today. Him and his missus were out riding, and they came to a place, and he said, this is normally a dry creek, and it's got water running in it. And yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, we're going to have a lot of that this year.
Well, they said that on that video there, they said that it's a dry gully. It never even whenever the rains are here and everything, it never has water in it. And it's running. It had not a real big stream in it, but it's running. And
yeah,
that's just a sign that it's going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, the stream in it. The stream was running in it. I'd say it's probably about a foot, maybe a foot and a half deep. And yeah, when the snow melt comes on, man, you're going to talk about all sorts of stuff. We're worried about. And Marty Logan, the other day, I did a watch party with him when he's out on a controlled burn that got out of hand. And he's saying he's already hearing that we could have another huge fire here this year like we have the last 3 years. And we've had some pretty massive fires in this country the last 3 years. And I'm not talking where it burns a couple thousand acres. I'm talking where it burns, 400,000, 500,000 acres. So, yeah, I mean, we all have our different types of disasters, but Nebraska is hurting big time. And that's where I told these guys, I said, you're looking for a job, go donate, go help your fellow man, because it could. The Red Cross will put you up. Some farmer will put you up. Somebody will put you up somewhere so you have a way to get to work. And you go donate your time, you go do a good deed. Well, a good deed might come back to you. You might get a job out of it.
Correct. So, they got a month's worth of burying dead animals that had drowned in the flood.
Yep. I mean, it's bad. And I'm going to do a show tomorrow on the Horsemanship page about what the cost is, not only animal-wise, but also people-wise, the economics of it and everything. So I'm putting together a show, and I'm going to try to do it tomorrow on just on that subject.
Well, I seen a video today that they're worried about California. They had more snow up in the mountains there than they've ever had. And all the dams are full up there. That Oroville Dam, they was really worried about it because that comes right down through California, all that farmland. So they're really worried about that over there, too. So
yeah,
there's all kinds of stuff going on. And they had all them fires there.
Right.
And all that water, no vegetation to hold anything. So
right.
You guys are having droughts and everybody else is having all this water. If the good Lord would just spread it around a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Well, and a lot of this snowfall, too, if you think about it, a lot of the people that got these big snows, that's actually a normal winter. But the country hasn't had a normal winter in a long time. So they don't know what it's like to have an actual normal winter. So, but now, yeah, things are happening. So we got to pay attention to what's going on. So, all right. Well,
good luck out there, Kristen, thank you. Hey, one thing else I wanted to thank you for having a place for us to talk and be able to call in and talk about anything. A lot of people don't realize, you really don't have a platform to go and talk on, but you have a good platform for everybody. Anybody can call in. I noticed that about you. And you have a really good show. You can talk about anything,
I ain't bashful. I ain't bashful at all. I'll talk about anything and everything.
No,
even if it's...
Oh, one thing else I seen today, there was a guy in Maryland. I seen it, the red flag laws, where they're coming in and taking guns, from people that maybe be a little unstable. There was a man shot today, I believe, and he was 61 years old and was killed by the police. They were confiscating his weapons.
Yeah, and where's the 3%ers? Where's the 3%ers said they're going to stand up for everybody and keep firearm seizures from happening? I haven't seen a 3%ers group yet stand up for citizens. So that's what I'm wondering. Where are all the 3%ers at? Because
but it's serious stuff whenever they start taking your constitutional rights away from you.
And I said this the other day.
That's where they got the big rights.
I said this the other day. I said, everybody in my is willing to die. If they come to my front door and start demanding my firearms, I'm willing to die for my right to keep my firearms. And then, it was also said, well, what happens if they threaten your kids? My kids know what I will do. So I ain't going to turn nothing over, because my kids would do the same thing. My kids are willing to sacrifice for their rights. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's just in our nature. So
I think the good people of this country need to band together and watch it. They don't dance around and do little things to pick away at our rights. You know what I mean?
Right. All righty.
The Bill of Rights and the Constitution, the first 10 amendments, they're very important.
Exactly.
They protect a lot of stuff.
Yep. I agree. Well, thank you, Harry.
Hey, I'm going to get off of here. I enjoyed the call and enjoy your show, and like to watch everybody in the chat and everything. Talk to you later.
You bet. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the phone calls. Awesome. I love those kind of phone calls. I really do. I got a pup in here who's going around anywhere and everywhere. I don't think she knows how to sit still. That is for damn sure. All right. I need to take a little break here. Let me do this, and this. If you're looking to replace or purchase a new tractor for your home, ranch, or farm, then look at a Branson tractor. Mel Jeff Auto Repair of Wamego, Kansas has what you need. Everything from 19 horsepower to 80 horsepower. They have it all. Mel Jeff Tractor and Auto Repair offers 24/7 service and repair, financing options, and guaranteed affordability. Contact Mel Jeff Tractor and Auto Repair at 620-767-3075 for all your Branson tractor needs. There you go. Branson tractors, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ought to Google them. I'm serious. Google them. Branson tractors, they've been around. They've been in this country since 1969. And believe it or not, I talked to Jeff a little bit about this, and I pulled up the Branson site. In all honesty, if I had to choose between a John Deere, a Case, and a Massey Ferguson, Kubota, or Branson, I'd probably go with the Branson. For the simple fact is, because John Deere, you're paying for the name. And I've driven Kubota tractors before, and there's a lot of things about the Kubota tractors that I don't like. And there's a lot of things about the Masseys that I like, but I don't like at the same time. Now, the nice thing about this Branson tractor, ladies and gentlemen, like Jeff is offering 24/7 service. No matter what, you can bring it in, he'll go there to fix it. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And he said, here's the thing about a Branson tractor. Unlike John Deere, you don't have to be a damn specialist to fix it. You can work on it yourself, and they have everything from the kind that has the mower underneath it. That's right. They have one with the mower underneath it, to the great big ones that you cut and swap hay with and bale hay and feed silage with everything. Plus, Jeff guarantees your satisfaction with a Branson tractor. He guarantees it. That doesn't happen very often. Plus, Jeff has options for financing right there at some banks, or you can go through your own bank. Now, the nice thing about the Branson tractors, too, every one of them to put a front end loader on it or a backhoe if you want. That's nice. That is nice. So, guys, go look at them. And trust me, you will like the prices of them compared to some of the other tractors. Go look at a Branson. Pull up their website. And, yeah, if you have any questions, just get a hold of Jeff. And if you need Jeff's phone number, just message him or message me. I will give you his phone number so you can call him and talk to him. Because I'll stand behind Jeff and what he says. The man has never lied to me, and I'd trust him. I would trust everything he says. So, all right. Man, this has been a fun show. I want to talk about something here. And this one's actually going to blow your mind, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. Not to get too personal. Not to get too personal at all. I think I got a dog that needs to go out. Give me a second. Yeah, they both needed to go out. Sorry about that. You know, when you're by yourself, you got things you got to take care of. And so anyway, I'm not going to get very personal on this one because it talks about personal stuff. Oh, I don't want that. Get out of there. DefiantAmerica.com. That's where I got this article. But we have a Democrat who wants to introduce a bill that would require men to report to the police. I'm going to read you verbatim. When they release sperm from their testicles. Let me, okay. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. There you go. There you go. I'm not lying. When you think that the Dems can go crazier than ever, they come back and surprise us like never before. Yeah, and then some. Now they want men to report to the police every time they release sperm from their testicles. This is the truth. It's not satire. House Bill 604 states any male 55 years of age or older shall immediately report to the county sheriff or local law enforcement agency when such male releases sperm from his testicle. That's actually a House bill, ladies and gentlemen. The bizarre legislation, a state Senate panel approved another proposal, House Bill 481, to ban most abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy, a bill known as the heartbeat abortion ban. According to the House website, HB 604 was introduced by Representatives Park Cannon, a Democrat from Atlanta, Renita Shannon, a Democrat from Decatur, Donald McLeod, a Democrat from Lawrenceville, Sandra Scott, a Democrat from Rex, and Kendrick, March 11th. It does not appear to have been assigned to a House committee at this time. Kendrick told Rolling Stone she's aware that her measure has little chance of passing. She passed the deadline for submitting new legislation, but she said it is meant to call attention to the absurd double standard women are being held to. I'm not even going to go there. Kendrick made headlines last week when she posted a testicular Bill of Rights on her Twitter feed. The legislation would force men to obtain permission before they obtain Viagra or any erectile dysfunction medication, ban vasectomies in the state, and make it a crime of aggravated assault for men to have sex without condoms. Okay. Subject to testicle Bill of Rights legislation. Importance high. Good morning. Please have the following legislation drafted. Require men to obtain permission from their sex partner before they're able to obtain a prescription for Viagra or any erectile dysfunction medication. Ban vasectomies procedures in Georgia, both in part or whole, with the name punitive measures for performing the procedure that are listed in H. Bill 841. Make it an aggravated assault crime for men to have sex without a condom. Require DNA testing when a woman is 6 weeks and 1 day to be performed before she is 8 weeks to determine the father of the child, who shall immediately start paying child support. If she's going to get an abortion, they still want you to pay child support. And 24-hour waiting period for men to purchase any porn or sex toys in the state of Georgia. Oh my good gosh, Gertie. She also wrote an op-ed piece for Newsweek titled, You Want Our Wombs? We're coming for your testicles. There are some that say this isn't a laughing matter, and they are right. Yet, HB 481 was rushed through the committee process, brought on the floor late into the hours of the crossover day when the bills came to pass to the other chamber and passed the Georgia House of Representatives. So I agree, it is not a laughing matter, but neither is the government telling me when I must have a child. HB 841 is not done. It's in the Georgia Senate as I write this opinion. It can still be stopped, I believe. So whether I actually file my testicular Bill of Rights or not, I will continue to work with the Senate to try to stop this heinous, unconstitutional measure that attacks women's core rights to privacy and family planning. I was elected by 54,000 Georgians to fight for their interests, and I will continue to do so no matter what stands in my way. I guess in Georgia, they don't have any other business to attend to. Maybe it's time to call the flock and save some taxpayers some money. There ought to be serious consequences for public servants when they waste the taxpayers' time and money with stupidity like this. I agree 100%. That is the most asinine thing. Oh my God. So in other words, if a man took a notion and wanted to watch Debbie Does Dallas, he has to call somebody, the sheriff's department, say, I'm going to watch porn, and is it okay, or am I going to get arrested? But wait, what if it's the female? What if it's the woman who wants to watch porn? Does the man still have to call him? Or what if it's the woman sees an adult novelty store and she says, honey, pull in here. He says, okay, let me call 911 and make sure I can, or I might have to stay out here and you can go in there by yourself. Oh my God. Oh. So in Georgia, men. Masturbation or sex is bad. It's okay for a woman, though. Well, my God, for every man, you could go to jail. I can just see it now. Hey, Billy Bob, what did it get you for? Premature ejaculation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God. If it ain't bad enough you had the gap tooth wonder trying to run for governor, I guess since she lost, her cohorts are trying to go after all the guys. Oh my God, I need a beer. That is too damn funny. By God, Dabs, call me. Dabs just sent me a message, and I'm going to call her. Close. I don't want that. Let's see if I got Dabs in here. Contact. A, B, C, D. Dabs? No. Dabs, call me. Call in, Dabs. I don't know why you can't comment on the show either. I want to hear your take on this. I want to hear your take on the men. Oh, yeah, and then them those two Goonie girls from in New York one. It's like she was having a seizure. And then the other one's over there going, women should not have children. We have too much toxicities. And it's coming down, and we don't need no more. So women, do not have no more children. And then she goes, I want some of that peyote she's been smoking. Oh my God. Freaky Friday. Oh my God. I'm going to tell Dabs to call in. Because I know Dabs wants to knock that one Goonie. I know she wants to jack slap that one so hard. Hello.
That's the secret. It's Dabs.
Oh my God. I am crying over here. I gotta say, hi everybody.
Hey Dabs, how's it going?
I am crying over here. What is coming up with this country? Now, I mean, come on. The one that I sent you today.
Oh yeah.
I had to read it like 3 times because I didn't understand what the frick they were talking about.
It's like she was massaging her boob and trying to grab the sun at the same time.
It sure did. It looked like that they were having a spasm up there, and I was like, "Oh my God!" It's like the left. They don't want anybody to have any more children. You know?
Right.
I was like, and now I hear this about when. I can't even talk. I mean, what is the sense of that?
I know.
What's the sense of that?
I actually watch it about 4 or 5 times. I'm kind of like, yeah, that's peyote talking. It's just kind of like,
oh my God. What? And this is in Georgia, right?
I don't know where those girls are, but this testicle thing is, yes.
What the hell? But I don't understand what and that's in Georgia, but what? I don't understand why. What the hell is it all about? I don't get it.
They're wanting to penalize men now, 55 and older, because I think she thinks we're too old.
Yeah, imagine that. But you want to know, I was just reading an article the other day, and it was saying men and women over 50 that have sex are more likely to get cancer. I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, you kidding me? I already got the cancer, so I guess I'm good to go.
Well, hell, they were just saying about 5 years ago, if you have more sex past 50, you'll actually expand your life.
I don't even. And did you hear the new thing about Trump? That's what I wanted to talk to you about today.
What's that?
You know, Trump is going to start fighting Facebook about conservative, by stopping to leave the conservative postings alone.
Well, he needs to. Somebody needs to.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. It's happening with everybody.
It's happening again.
They're knocking conservative out of everything.
Yeah.
And there's no way for us to communicate with each other, and that's not fair.
Right.
Because these nutcase left. But you know what? I think the left, they're killing themselves right now with that Omar, that Ocasio-Cortez, whatever the hell her name is. I really think that they're killing themselves.
Right.
Because what is that? Where is Omar from? Is he from
Illinois?
Minnesota?
Illinois. It might be Minnesota, but I thought it was Illinois.
I think
I think it's Minnesota.
That got her in. They want her out now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, she's just.
So this is all up to Pelosi to get rid of these kids because it's screwing up everything for the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think they're going to take care of themselves. I don't think that they need us to fight them.
Right.
I think that number one is that as soon as Pelosi, she's leading them in, she's not stopping Omar from doing that, anti-Semitism, she's not doing anything about it.
Right.
Now with Ocasio, she didn't do anything about knocking out Amazon from leaving New York.
Right.
Now all the people are thinking about this and going, wait a minute, this is not what we want.
Right.
So I think the Democrats, they're killing themselves. And I think because of this, Nancy Pelosi is going to lose her leadership. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think also when the Mueller report comes out, I think they're going to start eating their own too. I really do.
I think so.
I really do.
I think so. I really think that there's a lot of stuff here going on, and especially Hillary, when she turned around and said, if I get indicted, I'm taking all of Washington, D.C. with me. That's all they're looking for right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to get her, and that's going to rip everybody and throw everybody under the bus. And that's what I think everybody's waiting for.
Yeah, they're waiting on that FISA report and the Comey report. They're waiting on that. Mueller's saying it's just a dog and pony show, and we all know that. But yeah, if they brought them both out at the same time, holy moly, can you just imagine?
DC is going to be a ghost town.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, they just came out again. Do you ever see this guy on YouTube? He's, what's the name of his site? I think it's called The Lions Republic. Have you checked him out yet?
No.
His name is Bishop. What's his first name? I can't remember his first name. But anyway, he's called the Lions Republic. And he Everything that he hears and he does his research on, he just reports. It's up to you to decide what you want to believe, what you want to research on. But I'll tell you what, he comes up with some good stuff. So I want you to check him out and let me know what you think.
I will. I'll check that out. I like looking at stuff like that.
Yeah, he's really good. And you know what makes him, he's funny too. There's times when he gets to stop talking to get himself under control because he doesn't want to curse or do anything. And he'll just sit there and he'll go, his name is Brad Bishop. And but he gets angry and he gets serious, but he's funny too. So it makes it fun to listen to him, you know? But I wanted you really to share it with the group, but I don't know why I cannot type. I can't even, when I hit comment, it doesn't even bring it up.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. I've been trying for a half hour now, and it's making me crazy.
Huh. Well, I know I can't, when it comes to anything with the Mr. Brindley on his page or the group page, I cannot share anything. There it is. There's the nut jobs. I'm gonna send these nut jobs to you, Jeff, just so you can watch them. That one, I mean, it's like she's just got the deal going on, the hands up here, and then the other one's kind of like.
Jeff would like this too.
Yeah, I'm going to share this with Jeff because he was wanting to know where it was. So I'm going to share it with him.
Oh, yeah. You got to share that because I'm sharing that piece of work with everybody. But now, where do I find the one with the testicles? Because I want to share that with everybody too.
Actually, where did I see that? I seen it on Quiet. I seen it on where I'll have to go back and find it. I'll go back and find it. And when I find it, then I will send it to you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds great. Yep. But if I find any more other conservative people that I like to listen to, because there's a lot out there that I don't listen to, but good ones, I will send them to you like I usually do. Okay?
Okay. Sounds good.
How's Miss Donna doing? Where's she at tonight?
She's in Florida. She's down by Disney World.
Is she really?
Yeah. Yeah.
She should have called me. I would have come and visited her and said hello.
She got down there last night, and they're going to be there till they're flying out at 5 o'clock Tuesday morning is when they leave. So just send her a personal message. And but
I will send her a message. I will.
Yes.
Because I wanted to tell her that picture that you put up there with her when she was younger. Oh,
actually, her daughter-in-law did that. She's big time into photography. She actually took that picture with a cardboard box. Believe it or not. I'm serious as a heart attack. She made a camera with a cardboard box and took that picture.
Get out of here. Well, I wanted to tell Donna, she is absolutely stunning in that picture.
She is.
Absolutely stunning. And I wanted to let her know that, you know. But I will. I'll private messaging her while she's down here in Florida. Maybe if I got to get permission from my doctor to take off. But if I do, I'll go up there and I'll meet her.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that's down there in Florida, if you want to go down and see Donna, I talked to her earlier today. She would love to see you guys and get to meet y'all. I mean, she's down there with the grandbaby. She said they was around the pool all day today. And they're not going to, I think the way the schedule is right now, they're not going to Disney World till Monday, but she wants to change it to Sunday. So. Yeah.
Well, if I can, because I'm like 3.5 hours away, but if I can, I will talk to my doctor and see if he'll let me. And I'll just go up and I'll just surprise her and say, hey there, who are you?
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Let me tell you, Chris, if I can, when I'm better, I'm planning on flying out to visit you guys. And maybe we can go horseback riding.
Awesome. That sounds like a plan. That really does.
I got you. I haven't ridden in a little while, but I used to ride good in New York all the time. I used to ride in the country every weekend, so I was good to go. So all I have to do is get my act together again, and the horse will be good to me. I'll be good to go. We can go riding for a few hours.
There you go. I'm game.
Well, listen, I'm gonna let you go. Everybody, my love to everyone, and we got to figure a way where I can get into you guys on the show here, because I can't do it.
I don't know
how.
I don't know why in the hell this is happening either. I just don't understand it.
Yeah, but I see Jay and everybody else is getting in there, but I can't. I don't know why.
Yeah, that is weird.
Well,
I know you're not blocked. I know you're not blocked on my stuff. I haven't blocked nobody. The last time I blocked somebody on this page was Neil, and God, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, I'll just, anytime I got something to say, I'll either call or I'll just message you on Facebook. That's all.
Okay. All right.
All right?
All right. Sounds good.
Listen, all my love to you, and stay safe and be good, and everybody else, hi, and we'll talk again soon.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Bye, Goins.
Bye-bye. All right. Yeah, I'm going to let Donna know that you guys are trying to get a hold of her. Because she said she'd be awesome to see you guys. Yeah, okay. Anne Marie wants to know about the raffle. All right, so we're doing good. The raffle still is on till the 31st of this month. The raffle tickets for the rifle, the 10/22 Ruger, is $20 a ticket, or 3 for $50. And then we have the cross, the shirts, the ladies' cap, and the men's cap. And Jeremy has a plate with the presidents from Washington to Nixon. And all of those tickets for that stuff is $10 a piece. And you can just send it right through PayPal, and it gets to me. Not a problem at all. And I'll just put my PayPal up here real quick. Pay. Oh. All right, yep. / Okay. Yeah, you can just send all you can send donations, support, or raffle money for your raffle tickets right there. And when you send your money via the raffle tickets, put on there what it's for. If it's for the rifle, if it's for everything else. The shirts, I think they're extra large or double extra large, one of the two. Or, yeah. But I'm pretty sure I can get you whoever wins, we can get your size. No problem at all. And what color you want. So, yeah, that's not a problem. We'd be glad to do that for you. But the denim cap is a women's cap, and the tan cap is for the men. And, yeah. And then, like I said, we got the cross. And, yeah, this cross. I tell you what, we got a fight going on for this cross, because it is beautiful. That is a beautiful cross. That right there is a beautiful piece of work. It's got the horseshoe nails, as you can see. It's got everything you could think of. And it's got some weight to it, because those are actual brand new horseshoes that were cut up and done there. So, all right. So, okay, guys. It's been fun. This has been a blast. There was one or two more things I wanted to cover, but we didn't get to, but that's okay. We'll save them for next time because they're hilarious. I love this stuff that just makes you want to have a belly laugh because it's so stupid. So, guys, I appreciate it. I thank each and every one of you for being here with me. I thank you for coming on, and I hope you guys like my new time. I'm trying to make it fit everybody's schedule, because when I go live at 6, that means it's 7 in the East Coast and 4 o'clock on the West Coast. So, yeah, I sure hope everybody liked it and goes from there. So, all right, guys. Hey, and like I said, PM me if you have any, all of your critiques on the ad that I built. That's my very first one. I'm still going to be doing some stuff and trying to tweak it a little bit, trying to make it a little bit better. Hey, you're welcome, Robert. You're welcome. Anything we can do, man. You know, I know you're going through a really hard time right now, and our thoughts and prayers are for you. And like I said, if you have someplace you want people to send donations to, give me that information, and I will put it on the pages, and I will get it out everywhere I can so people can get some donations to you. So, All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap the show up, and we're gonna have some fun. We are going to have some fun, and you know, as Donna Joe says, grow where you're planted, because the biggest thing about it is the winds of change are coming, and with those winds of change, don't let them blow you over at all. Don't let it get to you. Don't worry about it, because we're going to stay strong. And the volume pretty loud, Mr. Finnerty? Or is it just me talking really loud? It's probably me talking really loud. But I do realize I got to adjust the volume because, yeah, I turned it way up. So, all right. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a good night. And God bless you. God bless the people of the Republic of the United States of America. And just remember one thing. If you sit on a wooden fence too long, you're going to get splinters in your butt. So get your ass up, put your feet down, pull them splinters out, and go forward. Take our Republic back. Don't ever think that you can't. And ladies and gentlemen, I love it. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good evening. We will talk to you later.